All right, y'all, so let's get straight into it. The best local trucking companies that you should apply for. I feel like the first best local trucking company, and I really don't know who's the best from the worst, but I'm just naming them. So the first company I feel like y'all should apply to is Pepsi. I had an interview with Pepsi, so it seemed like a nice company. I did not start with Pepsi, but I did have an interview with Pepsi, and I'm trying to give y'all worldwide companies because I'm based in Michigan, but I know a lot of people is not based in Michigan, so I'm trying to give y'all worldwide local trucking companies that I feel like is great companies, or I feel like could be great companies. I'm going with Pepsi as the first one. They are worldwide, and you got to think a lot of people use Pepsi products, and that's Mountain Dew, gas stations and grocery stores, and just a lot of stores in general have Pepsi products in their stores. Pepsi is definitely a worldwide big brand, so I feel like you should apply to Pepsi. And I know when I applied there, they pay like $25 an hour, $25 to like $29 an hour. So that's damn good pay, you know, for what they do. As far as physical work, I know you're gonna be carrying those pops in and out of stores. You know, I don't really know the hours, but I definitely feel like Pepsi is like the first company you should try applying to. And you just go to the Pepsi website and try to apply to Pepsi as a local truck driver. Interview with Pepsi, or 6 months. I had 6 months experience when I got the interview with Pepsi, so I definitely feel like y'all should go try Pepsi out. You got to think, you always see a Pepsi truck, or you know, you see Pepsi products in stores, so they always are gonna be around. They are needed. They are a worldwide big brand, and they are local, and you are home every night if you go apply to Pepsi. So Pepsi, try Pepsi for the first one. The second one you guys should apply for is Sysco. Sysco deliver like meat products, like the freezer. I don't know if Sysco is worldwide though yet. You might want to look that up, but Sysco, spelled S-Y-S-C-O. If they are a physical job, I hear like a lot of physical work, you know, going up and down stairs with the meat products, and I do know they pay pretty good. I believe it's like $22, $23, could be higher. I do know a person, me and him was working the same job before I applied to this job. My previous job, me and a guy was working there, and he left at the same time I left, and he went to Sysco. And you know, we checked up on each other, seeing how it was going. He's saying it's better than the last job. So I do know a person who works at Sysco, and I do know he's home every night. Sysco is a local trucking job. But yeah, try Sysco out, man. Look on Indeed, you might be able to find Sysco. I do not know if they're worldwide, but I do know they are a local trucking company. Look up Sysco. The third company I say that I would apply to if I was looking for a local trucking job would be Bud Light, the beer company. I see a lot of beer companies, even around the corner, delivering to the liquor stores and stuff like that. They are there, and I see them often in the parking lot, and they have trucks and trailers and stuff. So I would apply to Bud Light. I don't know how much they pay. I do know I applied to a beer company. It wasn't Bud Light, but it was another beer company, and I only had like 2 months experience, so I didn't get a call back or nothing like that. But I would apply to Bud Light Beer Company. They are a big company. You know, beer is worldwide. Everybody loves beer. Not everybody, but a lot of people love beer. A lot of people drink beer, so I feel like that could be a decent company, or a good company to go to. I do not know their pay, but definitely look for Bud Light. The fourth company I would apply to if I was looking for a local trucking job would be Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is just damn near like Pepsi. Coca-Cola is a worldwide brand. Everybody knows that. A lot of people drink Coke products. Coca-Cola is definitely a big brand. I don't know too much about their company, but I do know you see Coca-Cola trucks out. You know, and I do believe they pay pretty good. I don't know they pay also. And there's not a lot of local trucking companies, especially if you live in like small towns. If you live in like a big state or something like that, say like Texas or something, you can find a lot of local trucking companies. But like I live in a small town, and there's not too many local trucking companies. So I'm giving y'all worldwide local trucking companies that you can go to. Recommend going to Coca-Cola, applying for Coca-Cola. They go to gas stations, they're in grocery stores, they're in liquor stores. Another local trucking company that I know are called Same Day Delivery. I don't know too much about this company. I don't even know what they deliver. I do know around here it's a company called Same Day Delivery, and they are home every night. Me and my dog, his name is Landon, we both finished trucking school together. I went to where I went to, and he went to Same Day Delivery. And I do know he was going to, I think like Detroit, which is like 3 hours away from here. I don't know what they deliver. I should have asked him that. I might check in with him and see what do they deliver, get some more info about them. That is another local trucking company. Same day delivery, write that down. Another local trucking company I would say is Lay's Chips. I see that truck around town often. You know, they are local. You know, if you eat a lot of Lay's Chips, you know Lay's Chips is in liquor stores, grocery stores, etc. The same thing. A lot of people eat Lay's Chips, and I'm pretty sure they deliver to a lot of stores around town. Who delivers all those products? I would look into them. I don't know how much they pay. Be sure they are worldwide, so you guys could look them up and apply to them. Like I said, I don't know too much information about most of these companies because I chose to go where I went. I pay attention to the type of trucks that I see out on the road, and those are the companies that I'm recommending you to go look up. I do not know a lot of information about these companies, but that is where you come in at and you do your research and you check them out, you apply. Keep looking, there's more local trucking companies out there. That's my advice to y'all, or that's my suggestions to y'all. My advice to y'all is to keep going, keep looking for a local trucking job. Don't give up. It's not gonna be easy. It wasn't easy for me getting a local trucking. I had to really, like I said, get experience, go over the road, come home, work a job that I didn't want to work just to get a little more experience. And then I finally got me a good local trucking job, and I can honestly say I don't mind coming to work. Coming to work, I actually enjoy coming to work. So I never had that before in my life at no company. I'd never enjoyed coming to work. Did not know one day that I worked. Thought I had it as a day off. I thought I worked the next day. So I looked on my schedule, I'm like, damn, I gotta work today. I thought I had the day off. I wasn't mad. I just didn't mind going. I'm like, okay, I'm going to work, knock this day out. So you know you enjoy your job when you think you don't have to work and you end up having to work on that day. Most people be like, man, damn, I don't want to go. I thought I didn't have to go. Most people probably call in. A lot of people think it's finna just be an easy process, or they don't want to go through the process of getting a CDL. They don't want to go through the Secretary of State. They don't want to study. They don't want to go to a CDL school. It don't happen overnight. Everything is a process. Understand it's a process to find a local trucking job. It's a process just to find a job, period. But don't give up. And it's not the hardest thing in the world. You know, you do go through challenges, but you fight through those challenges. I literally failed the Secretary of State, get the permit just to go to CDL school. I failed that 3 times. I went back 4 times. The 3rd time I failed the test at the Secretary of State, I failed it by 1 point. Most people probably would have gave up right then and there. 1 point, and now I got to come back here. Most people would have just like said, fuck it then, and just didn't. But me, I kind of looked at it different, in a different way. I just thought like, okay, if I'm 1 off, I know I'll come back this next time, I'm passing it. I just kept looking at it like, I'm going to pass this. When I set my mind to do something and I really want it, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to figure out a way to pass it. So I failed that test 3 times, and I feel like I failed that 3 times because I didn't lock in and study. You got to really lock in and study, man. You got to block out the distractions, block out social media if you need to, stay off social media, do what you got to do, man. I was studying at work even when I finally decided to really lock in, like, man, I got to pass this. I can't keep going up to the Secretary of State because I knew eventually I probably would give up. You feel me? But I failed that test 3 times, bro. On the 4th time, I finally passed it. So I'm just telling y'all that it's a process. Don't be scared to go through the process, and don't be scared to fail. Every time I failed that test at the Secretary of State, I looked at what answers I had wrong, and I went and studied those answers. So it told me what I had wrong, and it just gave me the ability to be able to know, okay, what don't I know? And I just went and studied it, and I passed the test. It may not take you 4 times. It took me 4 times, but I know a lot of people, they fail it. You're not gonna probably pass it the first time because that's information you never really thought you had to know. I'm gonna be done talking, but just understand it's a process, man, to drive these big trucks. It's not a walk in the park to drive these big trucks. You gotta think you are driving a 53-foot trailer around town or around the world. Your life is in your hands, and other people's lives are in your hands. So you got to take this serious. You got to learn what you need to know. You got to know how to back this truck up, know how to drive it, know how to turn it, keep your eyes moving. You got to know a lot, man, but it's not hard. It feels like driving a regular car once you get to driving this thing every day. It feels, you get so used and so comfortable to it, just though you remember that you are driving a 53-foot trailer. But to get to CDL school is only 3 weeks. That's a walk in the park. And I say it's a walk in the park because it takes 3 weeks to get a certificate to drive a 53-foot trailer. You would think it'd take like 2-3 months to drive one of these things, but it don't. 3 weeks and you could be driving one of these trailers. So do what you need to do. pass what you need to pass, man. That's my advice to y'all. If you like trucking content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment down below on what local company you have applied for, or what local company you would like to go to, or what local company you do work for. I would like to know more local trucking companies that's out there. Drop a comment down below, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, tapping into my channel, to this journey. Go back and watch some of my old videos. Y'all can see my whole journey on YouTube. So I appreciate y'all. Be blessed, be thankful.